Hi everyone, Carmen Broxma here with Choose Joy with Carmen. And in today's video, I'm going to be working on this month's sheet load of cards from Call Me Crafty Owl. And her template this month is going to yield 6 cards using 3 6x6 pattern papers and 3 8.5 by 11 solid pieces of cardstock, and then 3 8.5 by 11 another solid color of cardstock for the card bases. So I'm going to show you the products that I'm going to be using on my project. So Stampin' Up just released their new catalog and I fell in love with this paper. It's the Butterfly Kisses 6x6 designer series paper. So I just kind of wanted to show you what it looked like. I'll show you the fronts and the backs. You get 4 sheets of each of the designs. So we have this one, and then here's the back side of that. And then there's this. And I haven't gotten the stamp set and dies to go with it yet. I'm still debating on that. And there's the back side. But as you all know, I've said many times, I am a designer series paper hoarder and I just can't get enough of it. So there's that and the back side of that. And I don't know if this is, let's see. Yeah, this is probably the back side. So I'm thinking this is the front. Or it doesn't really matter. One is a little more has a lot more design, and the other seems to be a little more subtle on the back. So there's that back of that one. And there's this one on the back side of that. And this is so cute. That one, and there's the back side. And then we have this. I'm guessing this is the more busy side and this is the more subtle back side. And then we have this one and the back side of that. And this, which is, I think, is very pretty. And the back side of that. And then we've come to the let's see. Yeah, we've come to the designs that I have chosen to use on my cards this month. So I'm going to be using this side. And there's the back of that, but I'm not using that. I'm using this side on my card this month. I'm going to use this side. And that's the back side that I'm not using. And then on this one, I'm using the back side, which is this. So basically, it's going to be these 3 designs right here that I'm going to be using. And the 2 colors of solid cardstock that I chose is going to be Fresh Freesia for my base. And then the, what's this one called? This is a new in color, and it's called the Parakeet Party, and I'm going to use this for matting my designer series paper. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go off screen and I'm going to cut my papers and get ready for shuffling them, and I'll be back when I get ready to do that. Okay, I am back and have all the cutting done, so now time to just shuffle and get our kits together. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this long strip and then just pull in one of each of the different sizes and designs so that I have so that I have all 3 designs on my cards. Okay, so where did I leave? Okay, so and then I go with this one and this one. No, see, the shuffling gets me confused. Okay, now we're going to go with this, and then we'll pick up this and this. And then we already did that, so we're going to do this and what's left? This one. Okay, then we're going here, this, and then this is our last one. Okay, so now I have that ready to go. And what I ended up doing was I cut my base. Like I said, I was going to use the fresh freesia. So that's going to be my base. And then the parakeet party, is that what it's called? I'm still trying to learn these new names, but I think that's what it is. Let's see the marker here. It says parakeet party, yes. Okay, and then I'm going to use that. And then because her template doesn't talk about needing white on the inside, but since my card base is fresh freesia, I like to add the basic white on the inside. And then I chose to continue on with the parakeet party that she had as part of her template. But then I decided to add another piece to it, which was just a little bit smaller than the dimensions she gave, because I'm going to be mounting this on top of the parakeet party on my card. And then I will be using these leftover pieces for the inside of my card. I'll probably have to cut them down. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but I will figure that out. But I wanted to show you the what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this stamp set because I wanted to use these flowers right here and this bunches of leaves, because I got that idea basically from the designer paper, because it has flowers and leaves. So I wanted to use that, and I'll be stamping that in the what color is that? The Starry Sky, which is this blue that's in the paper. And I will be stamping that in the Starry Sky, and then I will be coloring the flowers in with my markers. And I'm using the colors that are in the paper. So I have the Calypso Coral, the Fresh Freesia. I'm going to use some of the Blushing Bride and the Parakeet Party, the Daffodil Delight, and the Starry Sky. Now, interestingly enough, this is what so this has crushed curry in it. But when I used the crushed curry marker, it was too dark for me. I really liked the Daffodil Delight. It seems to match better. So I will be doing that. And then I will also be using this set. I love this set because we now have a charming, a sentiment set that has die cuts that match every single one of these. And I love that. So the one that I was playing with was the one that says, hey there, for the front, and on the inside I could put what's new. But I don't know how I'm going to finish up the cards. I might do other sentiments on them. I probably won't do all the same. That way I would have a variety of different cards with different sentiments. So I'm going to be using that. And then these are the two ink pads I'm using, the Starry Sky to stamp my sentiment and to stamp my flowers, and then the Parakeet Party to stamp my leaves. On the parakeet, I'm going to stamp it directly on the parakeet cardstock and then die cut it out. So that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. And then I will be back to show you the final cards. See you in a little bit. Okay, I'm back, and I didn't put the last card together because I wanted to show you a couple things that I did. So, like on the back of this, since I'm going to be adhering it to this area right here, I wanted to show you that, see, this is the card base, and then there's two layers there, and so if I didn't put something on this side, it was just going to be a little lopsided. So I just took a piece of cardstock, a little scrap, and put it on this side. Then that way it'll be even, more even than if I would have not put that. So I just wanted to show you that little trick that I saw somebody else doing, and I thought, oh, what a great idea. So I'm just going to put some liquid adhesive so we can finish up this card, and then I will show you all of them. So let me just put this down here, and then I've already have put some, so I stamped my sentiment here, and then I die cut it out. So the sentiment was there, and then I die cut it out. But then here's the die cut, and I just already put some Stampin' Dimensional on the back. And then we're going to go ahead and kind of put that right back in the same place where we die cut it out, but now with the Stampin' Dimensional. And then now it pops up. See, I just love that. I don't know if you can see that dimension. And then the other items that I die cut out was this leaf. And let me just go ahead and get this on here really quickly so that I can show you the rest of the designs. And I'm just putting this right over here in this corner. And then I have some Stampin' Dimensional on the back of this as well. And these are the flowers that I colored. And so I'm just going to kind of lean that off to the side. And I probably should have put a little dimensional there, but that's okay. So what I did was I used that flower, and like I said, I colored it with those markers that I showed you. And then I stamped the leaves and die cut that out. Stamped the sentiment that I used, and I used 3 different ones from this set because they all have die cuts, and I love it. But the other thing that I wanted to show you is I stamped the inside, but I didn't die cut that out. Now, you can die cut that out. So when I did my card for my Mojo Monday video, this was the card that I made, and see, that was the sentiment I used, and I did die cut it out. I don't know if you could see the dimension there, but I did die cut that out and put it on the inside. So that just gives it another whole dimension. But I didn't do that with these cards. I just went ahead and left it flat, and I just added that same flower from the front without coloring it. And I took that extra piece of designer paper and I kind of cut it at an angle, kind of like this. And I used the same pattern that I had down the side to put on the inside of each of the cards. Okay, so now let me show you the embellishments that I decided to also put on my cards. They are called the Fun Flowers Resin Shapes, and they come in those same colors that is in the designer series paper. So we've got the Calypso Coral, the Crushed Curry, the Fresh Freesia, the Starry Sky, and the Parakeet Party. So I just thought those would go perfect with these cards. So let's look at each card individually. These are the same design on the side over here, but I just kind of added my embellishments in random places depending on the colors and where I wanted to place them. So these are the 2 just for you, and the inside looks like that. Wishing you everything wonderful, and love that. Then we have the 2 thank yous. And then on the inside of that, we have Beyond Grateful. And then we have the 2 Hey There. And inside of that is What's New. Okay, so there they are. There is this month's Sheetload of Cards by Call Me Crafty Owl, and I just love, love, love doing these because it really forces me to use up my designer series paper. And plus then I get lots of cards done, you know, with one template. Alrighty then, I hope you enjoyed that, and just wanted to let you all know that if you are a current subscriber and you follow me on a regular basis, how much I appreciate you. And also, if you are new to my channel, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe and share this video with your friends. All right, well, you have a great week, and my next video will be on my Mojoy Monday. See y'all later. Bye-bye.